Oh, y'all, it is Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Hope all are well. Hope all are safe. And I would like to say, and it's somewhat random, but not really, because it is happening still. And this is something that literally slipped my mind. Like, I stopped thinking about it, even though it's been going on for so long. But there was a lady, she had a video. She was like, oh my gosh, what does that look like? She was like, do they look like they're cooking a human? Because it looked very like whatever this was that was getting, you know how they hook something through a stick and they just spin it around rotisserie style? Whatever it looked like, it did look like two regular legs, but the limbs were like, so as far as the legs, the feet were cut off, so you couldn't tell what the feet were. So it pretty much just nubs that was tied to the log that's getting spin rotisserie style. And then it looked like it had a chest and all that good stuff, but then like the arms too. So it's kind of like the arms. It was just pretty much just chest and legs, if that makes any sense. So pretty much no head. It's just like a chest, no arms. You know, it wasn't like clear to be a body, but it'll look like when it'll be. But then again, I wasn't surprised because it was another picture that I seen where it literally looked like a roasted nigga. Like I assume I'm just saying roasted nigga, but it just literally was a whoever that was on the table. They were literally like slow roasted. Like you can tell that's literally now that was literally a cooked person. And like I say, but then again, it's not impossible to be eaten because like I said, this is nothing new. It is something that just slipped my mind for a long time. I haven't been thinking about it. But my thing is, I'll just say, in one breath, without explaining it, if you eat fast food and Chinese food, and basically you eat human as well. Because then she was pretty much like, oh well, people are getting desperate. You might have to eat each other if you get desperate. I'm just like, or get hungry. And I'm like, you don't have to be hungry to do it. People just want to just eat people, because like I say, of all the options, when times get desperate, you eat out the garbage can. You don't go licking your lips when you keep seeing Tom walking around. Like, no, you wanted to eat him. But this is something that's just been going on. Yeah, this definitely has been going on. Because also too, there's been cases that I guess when people get their limbs cut off, or even with the what they call the placenta, like after you have your baby. So pretty much any gunk or anything left behind, people keep that and they actually eat it. Some celebrities, I don't know if celebrities do this real bad, and I guess other people do it too. But yeah, I guess whatever the leftovers after giving birth, yeah, they can take that home and enjoy it. And that's not necessarily unusual. But the one that I heard that was unusual was like, okay, if I lose an arm or a leg, can I keep it to eat it? Sometimes people, oh, can I keep my tooth, or can I keep what you found out of my ear? Like, no, they want to keep the limb so they can enjoy it too. Then there are also two whose rumor was a guy who was like, oh, if you want to enjoy dark meat or if you want to enjoy human, it's great with soy sauce. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that heard that. So like I said, this is nothing new chewing on people, but it's just, like I say, we get so caught up in the other everyday dramas, or you forget about certain things that's really going on too. Like I said, I forgot too. You'll think like when you snatch people, like, okay, I can use your organs, or I can, you know, make do with the parts. But I forgot, like, okay, you also make for a great snack too. Like, I laugh, but it's laughing, but very serious. Now, but that is something that literally slipped my mind. Like, I have. It's been like a long time since I thought about it. But yeah, this is something that's definitely been happening. When I seen that, I was just like, well, yeah, it's nothing new, and it's like I said, it's not impossible to get. Especially now, that'll be a good. They'll probably use that for an excuse. Oh, I was hungry. Like, no, you. I mean, come on, now food ain't that much of at a shortage. So I was like, no, I'm thinking they just, people just want to eat people. And I'm not saying it hasn't happened. It has happened before too. Um, Before it has happened, like, okay, you just, it's just us here and it's time to eat each other. But only certain people do that, and then and then like I say, you still have to be like, even if I'm starving to death. First of all, you should be too weak to eat somebody. Like, especially if you have time to cook somebody, you wanted to eat them. You really think about it. Oh, I just got to the point where I'm just so starving to where now you're looking good. Like, shouldn't I be weak as hell by that point where I'm delusional? I'm looking at you like a holiday steak, or have I always been looking at you as a holiday steak? Yeah, come on. And like I say, whatever happened to you down at the garbage can, that's just, no, you don't have a taste for that. You got a taste for your friend. Like, no, you've had it in you to do that. Don't blame it on calamity. But anyway, yeah, I found that interesting. Yeah, because there's so many cases and stories of, oh yeah, well, can I keep my leg to eat it, or can I eat my placenta, or is it okay if I eat my family? And it's like These are stuff that people wanted to do. Okay, that really. Yeah, these are things that people wanted to do. Yeah, when it comes to like eating each other, like sometimes it, like I say, it's almost, or it is pretty much a delicacy. Because even in New York, there was a story too of the cannibalism, and not just regular. Oh, can I just eat my friend? Oh, can I eat my friend? Can I go out to the restaurant and eat somebody? And they were doing this in New York. This was all years ago, and I don't know if it's still on Google, but I'm thinking this is gonna come to a surface too. Because you think like, oh, okay, you just gotta watch out for, the sex offenders are going to be coming out more, or the murderers are coming out more. Like, no, what about the people who do want to eat people too? And like I say, it doesn't take tragedy to strike to get eaten. Like I say, it's been going on. And again, like I say, if you eat fast food and you eat Chinese food, then let's just say there's nothing that you don't eat. So you get some people, that's another thing too. She said, I couldn't do that. She said, I couldn't beat it. I couldn't do it. Like pretty much, if she get in a pickle to where it's like, okay, do you have to? Could you eat a human? She just couldn't do it. My thing is, well, if you eat fast food and Chinese food, you didn't already done it. And like I say, don't even know it. But whatever. Yeah, I just found that really interesting. I'm like, that's why it's important to know what the hell you're eating. Because like half the time, you really don't know what the hell's going on, and they'll tell you, oh, it's midnight. Like you don't know what the hell's going on around here. You really don't. Like I say, if people really learn the truth, you probably would have to. Your brain probably wouldn't know what to do with the information. Because you really don't know what the hell's going on these days. And like I say, and like I say, to me, I have really good discernment, but sometimes I'm like, well, damn, the deception is so thick, it's because it's kind of like you literally have to have like a certain spidey sense. And like I say, I see through everything. I see everything for the BS it is. That's why most times I just say something like, dude, you're just crazy, or you're just saying that. And I'm like, no, trust me, I know what time it is. And like I say, most of the time, and that's how it doesn't drive me crazy, because I stay out the way. I'm like, I don't want any parts of the BS. Cause like I say, you keep indulging in BS, you just before you know it, you're drowned in BS. And I'm good on it. Yeah, but yeah, she was concerned about what she seen, and it did look suspicious. Cause like I've never seen any animals shaped like that with a long torso, with a legs. Yeah, that was real interesting. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised, because I literally seen a whole roasted human on a table. It probably was on the table at one of those, either a ritual, it was something, probably at a Lady Gaga party or something. But it was something they trust me, it's a delicacy. They will eat you in a minute. Especially the blood. They would love to swim in your blood and would love to enjoy you too afterwards. And like I say, with that, whatever that guy too that said too, oh, it's delicious. Human meat is delicious with soy sauce. Yeah, he would know. Trust me. Take it from the real demons. Like I said, these demons speak. You listen when the hell they talk to you. People think that's a joke. I'm just pretending like I want to eat you. Like, come on now. No, that they wanted to eat you. Because again, like I say, if you have time to cook someone, like mind you, if you're starving to death and I have time to cook you, like no. And I'm not saying it makes it any better if they just bite into you, hot off the press. But it's like no. I don't know. But anyway, be safe.